Good evening, good evening, and good evening. I want to welcome you all to Whisper Wednesday, episode number 3, with me. As you can see, I am rocking my red, and I've got me a glass of wine. We want to say good evening to everybody for tuning in. Angie, good evening to you. We've got some good poems tonight. We have people who, two people who have been epic in sending poems, and they really stand out. And Miss Alicia, hello to you. So, I'm not going to waste your time because the Capitals are going to be playing tonight. And I realize that you could be any place, but you are here with me for Whisper Wednesday. So, my man Earl, how you doing, my brother? So, we're going to jump right into this with my man. Actually, we're gonna go to Missy, and Missy has been sending poems since the first episode. So big shout out to Missy for sending her poem. Earl, how you doing? Kelly, good evening to you, sweetheart. Yolanda, yes, Deborah, thank you. Good evening to you as well. Keith, good evening. So, I'm going to get myself comfortable here. And as I said, this first poem is by Missy. And it's called Something Different. Explain to me how we can agree when context defines me. The silence welling up instead of tears, and we are squared, sitting scared, renting spaces while we can't build intimacy because I hear me louder than what you see. I'm choked up, syllabus stuck, letters laid in my larynx. I can't even cough. My words hit the ground instead of eardrums. I'm still trying to be tough. Ambiguity is how I am true to me, navigating every hue until I think you see gray. When I shine brightly and deny my hurt defines, helps me realign my wants and needs until shrinking is better than growth. It's my choice. My answer remains, I am still riding this train, and you can sit or you can stay. I'm going my way. That was from Missy. Boy, that woman can write. She sure can. Goodness gracious, you guys, I tell you. Sit back, relax, and allow my voice to take you where it needs to go. Because, as I said before, you could be any place, but you are here this evening with me. Tunis. So, that was from, once again, Missy. And I'm going to go to a poem by an anonymous author. I get that a lot, and I want to thank everyone who has submitted their poem, because it takes a lot for a person to submit their writing. You may not agree with it. You may. I say, if you have a poem, send it to me and allow me to read it. And if you want to be anonymous, be anonymous. There's no judging here in this half-hour time period. And the title of this poem is Prince Rogers Nelson. Jacqueline. And once again, this is from an anonymous writer. Prince Rogers Nelson. A man known by one symbol, one color, and one name. A man known for the rock ballad, Purple Rain. A man who wears makeup, heels, and lace. This man's unapologetic essence is all in your face. A man who did it his way to achieve his brand of fame, who reinvented himself and his music again and again. This man was well ahead of his time. He existed in his own dimension, not yours, not mine. Born a prince, never desired to be a king, his royal badness existed to rule the music scene. Performing every instrument and vocal on his first album in '78 titled For You, his genius continued to his final album in 2015, Hit and Run Phase 2. Sometimes it snows in April. Did he know what his future had in store? And April 21st, 2016 was the day for him to go crazy, punch a higher floor. Though he is not physically of this earth anymore, the legacy of his music will forever endure. Oh! Boy, now, I gotta tell you, from whoever that writer was for that, we can all embrace Prince. Tanya, good evening. Good evening to you. I'm here to tell you, we can all get down with his royal badness, with his short self and heels. The man was bad, I tell you. Well, Yolanda, please submit your poem to me so I can read it. Just one. Or if you have two, whatever you feel you need to do, bring it to me. Oh, yes, Tanya. Yes, indeed. This is the third episode, and I applaud you guys once again for being with me for Whisper Wednesday. Now, we're going to go to a young lady who offered up 2 poems in episode 1, Mel Green. I like this young lady's writing. And as I said, I'm not going to hold you up, and I'm not going to take too much of your time. This is titled 2:32 a.m. You make it easy, like a Sunday embracing the light of dawn, walking on air, floating. Don't lift a finger. Mama, I got this. Your pleasure is what I desire, what I love to create and witness firsthand. Intimately easy. Endowed naturally, effortlessly. No titles, no labels. Make them wonder. Sans cloud of insecurity. Secure in who you are, gifts of a decadent nature dripping down, emanating, radiantly easy. Awake to a smile, don't worry, I got you, girl. No awkward silence. Your lips speak truth without uttering a word. Wandering through your dreams, allowing my fears. 2:32 a.m. Realizing that loving and surrendering to you is just as easy when you truly, deftly to please me. Give it up for Mel, y'all. Give it up for Mel. Goodness, 2:32 a.m. We've all been there before with your lover, your homie love affair, whatever you want to call it. 2:32 in the morning, and you have just finished a great love making. How do they do the things they do when they do what they do? Look out, y'all. So, I'm going to now. This poem here is by this brother who Ali Kamara, and this brother can write, y'all. You have heard him bring it the last two episodes, and he truly brought it on this one as well. So, close your eyes, open your ears and your mind for Ali Kamara. The angry black man, the racist white world, the rampant of sirens, the propaganda, the never silent gun, always ranting and ranting on and on at school tragedies. Sometimes I look at people and see nothing worth liking. Sometimes I look at the world and I see nothing worth living for. I still believe in the eyes of children and saints, but I've lost faith in humanity long ago on that summer night when I came face to face with revolver temperament. My life now seems to hang in the balance of a cop's hand or my brother's cane, and I'm never able to make the distinction of who hates me more. It will have needed little for me to take my life away. The only thing that holds me back is my art, for it seems foolish to leave this world until I produce all the works I felt was within me, and that's words of wisdom from the immortal Beethoven. I tried to look to the sky to find a symphony of peace, and I saw the burning bushes of war. I tried to find my reflection in the mirror, and I saw money, politics, paranoia, and blood. I tried to bring myself to a state of silence, but my musical mind is dangerous, and my fearful heart won't tolerate it. I long to sip the Holy Grail, but all I can bear now is the polluted water of the cosmic world. Do you remember on that night some months ago? The sound of the wind conceived a stillborn child of fear in the heart of a midnight window. I felt the world trembling, and I could have sworn the tectonic plates shifted and rambled the homes of millions. In the morning when I awoke, I peered out of that same window, and I could have sworn to see the branches move the same way Neo does. They say the Matrix is a simulated reality. So could I have disguised itself as something greater? An old man with bloodshot eyes and wisdom so deep it layers the creases of his skin told me the world is on its last wheel, and I'm starting to believe it. Within a year, I've seen riots roam the streets like savage barbarians. I've seen bullets dance with men of my origin. I've seen massacres that are a blemish to the St. Valentine's and Boston massacre in comparison of those of Paris, Vegas, Colorado, and on and on. I've seen dead babies laugh in their grave and newborn cry at world not yet imagined. I've seen the deaf go in shell shock because even without noise, chaos is still loud. I've seen the blind man go mad because even without sight, the smell of gunpowder still infiltrates the souls of man, and the thousands of crabs stuck in the bucket are still fighting to get to the top, but no one ever wins. This is the belly of the beast. As the cosmic dangers inflames my hallucinogenic visions, the political prisoners are unleashed and carry torches, chains, and missiles. When will my visions change? I want to see the shadow of dreams smoking the mind of the engineers of free will. I want to hear the choir of innocence singing the music of childhood. I want the sun of hope to choke the fear of moon and doubting wondering skies. I wonder why I can't hear the shuffling of old man's footsteps or the politics of children. I wonder why. Wow. My man, Ali Kamora, my brother. Whew, that brother is deep. Kelly, you said it. That brother is deep. He really is. Straight up. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that brother right there. Wow. You guys, I always tell you, if you have a poem, please submit it to s.boyd312r@gmail.com. I will read it. And if you don't want me to say who it's from, just say, please say anonymous. And I will do that for you because privacy is key when reading from Stephen. So, the last poem of the night, and like I said, I'm wrapping this up early because the Capitals are playing, and I want you guys to be able to get back to watching the game. This poem is by Missy. Once again, Missy does her thing, y'all. And this is titled Martin and Maya. Where are Martin and Maya now? Did they somehow get swallowed up in legacies they didn't build? Listen to their children, not those of pretending we adopted. We opted for the cosign rather than the bright right. Holding vigils at night, won't the work it hurts to see we ain't got the church or the people, we just march, rally, charge towards DC to be seen, gleaning social media activism in brand new shoes. We choose the floss over the fire, the Molotov bombs in our front yard. Excuse me. Let me start over from that verse. We choose the floss over the fire, the Molotov bombs in our royal yards. Our relics we charge each other to see. No building, no strategy. We entertain, concerned more with chains than change. We still the same poor people, me and you, still worth more dead than alive. Only now we drive by the projects and pretend philanthropy mends the broken systems designed to keep us celebrating death 50 years later. We traded life for the right to ride a bigger Ferris wheel. Martin wasn't a meal ticket or a gatekeeper. Maya wasn't cheap or prodigal. They answered the call most of us thought was affirmative action. We never saw the lack in post-racial because we faced something we thought was different. We should have listened to Martin and Maya. because we still have a dream. And if you look at what's still going on in the world today, that dream is still alive, and we still have hope that one day, just one day, that we all can be on an equal plane. That's all we want, to be on an equal plane. I'm going to be wrapping this up tonight. As I said before, I want to thank everyone for tuning in to Whisper Wednesday episode 3. I thank you. And go Caps. It's Stephen the Voice signing off for Whisper Wednesday. Until next week, I'll be talking to you. Put that pen to pad and get back to me. s.boyd312r@gmail.com. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure.